بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Have you been in situations where you want to pray but you don't have wudu nor access to water? Or maybe you have water but it will cause your skin harm? Or you need to do ghusl before salah but you only have a few minutes before the time of salah runs out.
Tayammum, an alternative to wudu and ghusl.
When can we use tayammum instead of wudu or ghusl? Number one, when we don't have any water. So try your best to find water. Number two, sometimes we don't have access to water on account of old age, weakness, fear of a thief or an animal, or an excessive hardship, haraj and mashaqqa, for example. Number three, if there is a probability that the water harms us in any way or causes or worsens an illness, then we should do tayammum. We don't have to have certainty regarding this, and a mere possibility of harm is sufficient to switch to tayammum. Number four, sometimes you only have enough water to wash your clothes that are impure, najis, and not enough to do wudu as well. In such a case, use the water to wash the clothes and then perform tayammum. Number five, when there is not enough time to do ghusl or wudu because time of salah will lapse, we can do tayammum.
How do we perform tayammum? Start off by making your intention, which is to seek closeness to Allah with this act. Take off your rings and be sure that there's no barrier on the skin of your forehead and your hands. Hit the bare earth once.
To strike once, according to Imam Malik and according to Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, and there are two schools of thoughts. One strike is sufficient. One, then it's dusty, and you wipe over your face, then your hands, and according to their madhab, it will be sufficient to the rest, and one strike will be sufficient. Al-Malikiyyah wal-Ahnaf, they have the view that it will be required to strike twice, once for each. One strike on the dust, on the sand, which is pure or tahir, as-sa'id al-tayyib, to wipe over the face, and another one to wipe over the hands, and they are required to go up to the elbows. So in this case, these are the two different forms, but what's required is to wipe over the face and the hands.
But what can I do tayammum with? You can do tayammum on earth, soil, sand, a lump of clay or stone. It's also acceptable with gypsum, bricks, clay, and with gathered dust if it's considered fine soil. What's important is that it must leave traces on your hands. For example, it is not permissible to use marble stone with no dust covering it. What is used for tayammum should be clean, tahir and pure, and shouldn't be usurped. If you don't find any of the mentioned items, you can make tayammum with mud. If that's not available, you can use a dusty item such as a dusty cloth.
La ilaha illallah, la ilaha